projection, some view are missing. Means most probably we use three view for the multi view, or top, front, and side view. Any side view, left hand side view or right hand side view. So out of these three view, maybe one view is missing. So you have to draw that missing view. Means two view is given for a particular object, and you have to find out the missing view which is required. So for that, I will share my screen. So this is our revision class. In our revision class, we discuss about the missing view. Okay. So see here, like this is a closed box. This is a closed box, or we can say that the object inside the glass box. This is a glass box, and front view, top view, side view, bottom view, rear view, all view is generated. And how they look in two dimensional, how they look in two dimensional. Why is not running? Okay, now the animation is running. So you can see here all the six view is there, but most of the orthographic projection we have drawn only three view. Okay, so from these three view, maybe one view is missing, and we have to draw that missing view. That is the question, that is the problem, because we have to draw the missing view with the help of given two views. Which are two views is given? With the help of the that two views, we have to draw the missing view. So here our topic is start missing view. Okay, so uh, there a boy, assume a boy is there. He is make a image of himself, and now he see the diagram, and he thinks something is quite not quite right here. Means what is missing? Something is missing, okay, in this diagram. So what the missing, that is your imagination, and you imagine the third view or missing view, and you have to complete by your imagination. Okay, so in engineering drawing, imagination is there, but imagination with logic. Without logic, in engineering there is no imagination. Okay, if you have the power of imagination, then you have to ability that you prove that imagination. Okay, because engineers work on the logic. Without any logic, the things is not possible. Okay, so like for example, in 200 year ago, anyone think like that, I make equipment which is roll on the road with a high speed, and we are able to reach one place to another place in very less time. Okay, that is the imagination, that is power, that is the power of imagination. But what happened, and that time logic is not there. So in a way we can say that the power of imagination, the power of imagination, if come with logic, then that's called engineering. Power of imagination come with the logic, that calls engineering. Okay, because in the engineering anything we have proof. Okay, so the standards are fixed. When you draw a drawing in first angle, the all things is the fix. Where you draw front view, where you draw top view, where you draw right hand side view, where you draw left hand side view, and same things for the third angle projection. Means standard are, the things are standardized. And you know, in many lecture I talk about the standardization. So what is the standardization? Standardization is required to equality, unity. Means anyone who know the engineering drawing, they are able to read your drawing without any difficulty. For that, standards is required. So standards is making for understanding the things in better way. Like if phi, if phi in written before any dimension, then who know the engineering drawing, who study the engineering drawing, they can easily understand that the phi is represented the diameter of any circular object, diameter of any circular object. Okay, if in the place of phi I write theta or I write psi, so I can understand because I write in the place of theta, in the place of phi, I write theta or sine. Then I can understand the meaning is diameter, but no one other can think this is diameter because that phi is the representation of diameter, not theta, not sine. Okay, so phi is the standard for the representation of the diameter. Okay, so that's why the standards is required. So what is this diagram is shown? The boy look his diagram and say that something is missing or something is not quite right here. So meet Mr. Rupert. His ruler, this ruler name is Rupert. Okay, and this Mr. Rupert telling you in this session how you understand the missing view and how you draw that. Okay, so what Miss Rupert say, he say that I'm going to give it to you straight about missing view. Let's take a look at what I am talking about. And so let we see what Mr. Prophet talking about. So he talking about in computer aided design, in short form we CAD, computer aided design in short form we call it CAD, CAD, CAD. In computer aided design, it's important to know how an object is constructed before we try to model it using a computer. Okay, so in computer aided design, what happened before we using the computer aided design means we use the computers for the engineering drawing. We know the process of manual drawing. Okay, and then only we can understand the basic part or basic things about the engineering drawing, and we are able to good practice in CAD. So the things are simple. We use a series of orthographic projection which you learn about in previous class, which I already discussed with you. What is the orthographic projection or multi-view projection? Both are the same, which you learn about a three-dimensional shape. But first, we need to learn what all those different line means. So all the line I already explained you, but Mr. Rupert revised that things here. So this is our object, and from this object what we can see, this is the top view, this is the front view, and this is the right side view. So what happened, as you see, here is a inclined surface. So this inclined surface is visible in both the plane, in top view, in top plane as well as in side plane, in top plane as well as in side plane. So this inclined surface is common to side view as well as top view. So this is your front view. So in the front view we see the true value of this age. See here, the true value of this age, and this surface is also presented here, and this surface is also presented here. See, this area belongs to this surface, and this area belong to this surface. So top view, front view, and side view, right hand side view. So in which angle this drawing is drawn, in which angle this drawing is drawn. So we can observe that the top view made in the top, the top view made in the top, and right hand side view made in the right hand. So the things is not interchanging. Okay, so this drawing made in the third angle projection method or third coordinate projection method. So what about the solid lines? See, in the front view, about this component, we view the object in this direction. So Mr. Ruffet said that a solid line of a drawing showing a figure line visual from the projection. So see, these are the solid line. The red color line show you the solid line. Now dash line or thin line. A thin dash line show a hidden edge on a projection. This show feature of the part which are not visible from that view. So the meaning is that here you can see these are the hidden line. These are the hidden line for this hole. These are the hidden line for this hole. So dash line thick. A thick dash line show a center line on a feature or part. This is not an actual part of the object, but a reference point. Okay, so a thick dash line, or we can the chain line, a thick chain line we call the center line, and this is the not a part of the component or object, but it is important for drawing purpose. So this is a reference point. So see, this is our center line. Now dimension arrow. So I already talked about the dimension arrow. So can any one of you tell me what is the width and length ratio of an arrow? Because these things is I already discussed many times. What is the width and length ratio of an dimension arrow? Anyone can tell? Anyone have the answer of this question? What is the ratio of width and length for a dimension arrow? Because maybe this question is a part of your practical oral, so you have to know that. Because maybe I ask this question, so it is 1 by 3. Okay, if length of the arrow is 1, then width of the arrow is 1 by 3. That is the ratio. So dimension arrows show the relative length of a line or curve. These dimensions come in many forms, but almost always have arrow at the each end. So see here, here you can see the dimension. The arrow is here, the arrow is there, the arrow is there. So you can able to see and recognize the dimension. Missing view. Oh, now be near about the missing view means our today topic or today revision topic. So to help get you adjusted to thinking of three-dimensional object in two-dimensional shape, we will do some missing view exercise. So to get you adjusted to think of three-dimensional object in two-dimensional space, we think some missing view exercise. Means some view is missing and you can find out the solution for that. So here, this is the example problem. Here, what you see, top view is given and side view is given. You have to draw the front view for this geometry. Now let's start. So make sure you have both a pencil and a ruler for these activities. Means now we're going to draw the front view of that, because the top view is given and side view is given. So here we can see how we draw the object. So let's start by lightly sketch. We are called guideline to frame our view. Use your ruler carefully to ensure your view is placed relative to the other two views. So here, so we can draw this start line. Now we put the ruler. So you see, make the dimension. We make the front view from the help of these two view, not this isometric view, not this isometric view. So you can see now, means we can bounded the our front view, means this is about the this side and this is about the top side. Okay, so our front view between this region, between this region. So now that we have to correct size box to work with, let's begin forming this shape again. Use your ruler to make a guideline from each edge of the both view. So what we can say, we can draw the projection from each corner. See here, this, this. Okay, so you can see one line, two line, three line, and this line is already draw. So here we can draw this. So here you can see we can draw all the projection line. So now it is easy. So we can make the observation. Now see this line, draw this line. So we are draw this line, this line we can saw here, this line, this line, and this line. So see, our front view now completed. Our front view now completed. So front view is missing and we can draw the front view. Okay, students. So now what happening next? Now what about U shape contour? So this is your U shape contour here. What he say? Can you see the U shape from the front view? Can you see the U shape from the front view? No, we can't see the U shape from the front view. See, here you can say this is our U shape, and here in the top view we can see the this U shape. Okay, I know we will use a dashed line. Dash line for what? For this. dash line. So we use dash line here. We use dash line here. Yeah. Now this drawing is completed and we are done. So the at the last we add the dash line for the hidden line, for the hidden edge. What are the hidden edge? This edge is hidden in the front view. So for this hidden edge we can draw the dash line. Now what we have to notice, if you can't draw a line directly from the view, you need to measure the length from another view and use the distance. Okay, so the next thing is, if we don't want to draw the projection, then what we can do? If we don't want to draw the projection, then what we can do for the making the missing view? So we can use the dimension from distance from other view. So like this, the height of front view is the width of side view. The height of front view is the width of side view, and the height of side view is the height of front view. Okay, that red color shown here, this is height, so height is same, and this height is as a width. Okay, no problem. Now here see what is this height. So this height is here and the same height is here, same length is here. See, so that this is about our side view. This is our side view. The hidden line, why this dotted line is here? Because this slot, this is drawn as a hidden line. So here you can see we draw the projection from the front view for making the top view, and see here to here, this side is here, this line and this line for the projecting this line. Now next thing, we saw the top view. The top view direction is this, so from the top view we can draw this. So any hidden line is there, anyone can tell? See, these are the hidden line for that, and this is the this for this slot, for this edge. So I hope from this you can better understand, your understanding is good, you can better understand about the missing view. What are the missing view for the correct practice?